Hi friends, this is Placa de España, or popularly called the Spanish Square, which is one of the most important squares in Barcelona. Here you see the 154 feet tall Venetian tower, one on either side of the street. Square was built on a site that had been previously used for public hangings. Spanish Square, as it is popularly known, was designed by Joseph Cadafal in 1915 and built in 1929 so that it could be ready to host the 1929 Barcelona International Exposition. The square has been in public use since then and serving as a gateway to the Montjuic Hill. It is the junction of several major thoroughfares.
Montjuic. Montjuic means, by the way, mountain in Catalan.
The Montjuic cable car has been the most special way to discover the charms of Barcelona. Its 750 meters of route allows you to gaze at unparalleled views, culminating the journey in the Montjuic Castle on the top of a mountain that represents the living history of the city. What a beautiful view of the city of
beautiful.
Barcelona.
Barcelona.
You have a view of the city of Barcelona from the cable car. How long will it take for the round trip? Time?
No, we stop. We leave the cabin there to take some pictures, and then we take another one back. Be ready now. Be ready when they open the doors. We leave the cable car.
Okay.
Be ready.
You can take some photos then.
Okay, go more inside. Go more inside, please. Because the people have to have a space to live. Okay, good. Let's go.
ಬರಲಿ ಮಾಲಿ ಬಿಟ್ಟಿದ
This is now when you are all together. You come here. Okay, so right here we are in front of a castle, the castle of Montjuic. That was built initially. That was just a lighthouse to show the ships where the land was when they were approaching Barcelona. A lighthouse, but then it was enlarged 700 years ago. When that was built, it was enlarged every time bigger and bigger to make the fortress that was protecting Barcelona against an invasion that came by sea. The sea is where you saw it from the cable car. And then this is another museum, but during Franco's dictatorship, we have here the Spanish Civil War, 1936 to 1939. Then later there was the dictatorship by Franco. So during that dictatorship, there were many people that were executed in that castle that was used as a jail for political.
Hi friends, this Montjuic castle is an old military fortress with roots dating back from 1640, built on top of Montjuic Hill, which is 173 meters or 568 feet above the sea level. The foundation stone for the basic fortification was laid out in 1640. A year later, in January 1641, the fort saw its first battle during the Catalan revolt when the Principality of Catalonia challenged Spain's authority. On orders from the King of Spain, Pedro Fajardo, heading an army of 26,000 men, proceeded to crush the revolt. The Spanish recaptured several cities, but they were defeated at the Battle of Montjuic by Catalan, led by Franz de Tamari. At that battle, Colonel Shane O'Neill, known in Spain as Prince Juan O'Neill, died leading his regiment during the Battle of Montjuic near Barcelona, dying from a musket ball wound to his chest. In his honor, the King of Spain granted the colonel the death title of Viscount Montjuic. In the mid 18th century, the military engineer Juan Martin Sarmeno was responsible for the remodeling of the enclosure, as it had been significantly damaged during the War of the Spanish Succession, which took place from 1701 to 1714. Montjuic Castle has been used to defend Barcelona and, ironically, also to bombard it at various times of its history. In the late 19th century, the building started to be used as a prison. In 1940, Luis Companys, the president of the government of Catalonia, was executed by firing squad here, and in 1963, Franco opened a military museum within its confines. Now, Montjuic Castle is owned by Barcelona City Council. Standing on a vantage point 568 feet above the port, Montjuic Castle commands stunning views of the city. Now, a peaceful place, the memory of this fortress endures in Barcelona as a symbol of repression, but also of the city's struggles during different periods in its history. The iconic castle on the mountain of Montjuic has a long and often bloody history. The original medieval fortress was hastily built for defensive purposes in a period of only 30 days following the Reapers' revolt in June of 1640. This stone and clay construction was put to the test in the Battle of Montjuic the following year, during the continuing conflict of the 30 Years' War between France and Spain. In 1694, the walls were strengthened and the rough fortress was later converted into a castle by an engineer named Prosper A. Verbroom, originally of Dutch origin. It wasn't until the 18th century that it was expanded to the shape that we know of today. The strategic fortress was taken and lost multiple times between the years 1705 and 1714 during the War of Spanish Succession, when it was ultimately occupied by the victors, the Bourbons. As the castle had suffered severe damage during the war, the city ordered a series of major renovations between the years 1751 and 1779. Between 1780 and 1799, the castle was expanded even further as the castle's population grew to over 3,000 people. French troops took the castle during the Napoleonic Wars in 1808. As the soldiers defending the castle had been ordered not to fight the French army under any circumstances, the structure was taken without any bloodshed. In 1842, it was used as a main line of defense when the Spanish regent Joaquin Toro bombarded the city of Barcelona in response to a local uprising in protest of his trade policies. It was infamously used as a site of execution, such as of the educator and suspected anarchist Francis Guardia, accused of plotting the assassination of King Alfonso XIII. In 1919, more than 3,000 people were imprisoned in the castle in response to a massive workers' strike that escalated into violent protest. The structure was used as a military prison under the Franco regime. For many years, it was a symbol of repression, casting an ominous shadow over the city. Between 1936 and 1938 alone, 173 people were executed, including the former president of the Catalonia, Luis Companys. The space was used as a prison until the year 1960, when the castle partially ceded to the Barcelona City Council and transformed into an army base. 3 years later, it was opened to the public as a military and armaments museum. Montjuic Castle is now a popular tourist destination thanks to its stunning 360-degree views of the Mediterranean Sea and the Barcelona city. And the mechanism to operate the door, operate the gate. Operate the gate.
ತೆಗ್ದೆ ತೆಗ್ದೆ.
लग जा गले के फिर हंसी रात हो न हो, शायद फिर इस जन्म में मुलाकात हो न हो। लग जा गले के फिर हंसी रात हो न हो, शायद फिर इस जन्म में मुलाकात हो न हो। लग जा गले। हमको मिली है आज घड़ियां नसीब से, हमको मिली है आज घड़ियां नसीब से। जी भर के देख लीजिए हमको करीब से, फिर आपके नसीब में ये बात हो न हो, शायद फिर इस जन्म में मुलाकात हो न हो। लग जा गले। पास आए कि हम नहीं आएंगे बार बार, पास आए कि हम नहीं आएंगे बार बार। बाहें गले में डाल के हम रोने ज़ार ज़ार, आँखों से फिर ये प्यार की बरसात हो न हो, शायद फिर इस जन्म में मुलाकात हो न हो। लग जा गले के फिर ये हंसी रात हो न हो, शायद फिर इस जन्म में मुलाकात हो न हो। लग जा गले। का प्यार लेके तुम नया जहां बसाओगे ये शाम जब भी आएगी तुम हमको याद आओगे अजीब रास्ता है ये कहाँ शुरू कहाँ खत्म ये मंजिल है कौन सी न हो समझ सकी
There are more beaches now. So when I was a kid, there was 1.5 kilometers. Now there are almost 5 kilometers of beaches in the city. And during the day, they are working as restaurants. During the nights, they open as nightclubs. And this is the beach of Barcelona,
Okay.
the traditional one, the oldest, let's say. Barceloneta. Barceloneta means the little Barcelona.
This is something similar to Melbourne in Australia. Same thing.
It's a beautiful promenade that was also renovated on the occasion of the Olympic Games. Everything changed thanks to the Olympic Games,
Okay.
in a good sense. Si no tienes a nadie detrás, puedes parar un segundito que quieran tomar unas fotos solo.
So the beach of Barcelona.
Okay, since there are no buses behind, you take now a picture if you want to take a picture because we stopped the bus for you
Okay, thank
because
you.
you were asking me for
Yeah,
stopping.
yeah. Thank
Okay,
you.
so now it's water. This is why the ornamental because of the lack of water. In the last 2 years, it rained very few.
Okay.
And then you can see another characteristic building that is in front of us. Now in a moment you will see that building on the left. It's all made with glass. It looks like a sailboat and it's the W Hotel. That building is very similar to another hotel that is in Dubai. Very famous.
Burj.
Exactly.